Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's episode lesson of women who have shaped worldly belief with the butterfly princess. This month, we're focusing on the Roman goddess Venus. She is the Roman goddess of beauty, victory, and love. She's also known as Aphrodite to the ancient Greeks. So here goes. Introduction. Venus, the Roman goddess of beauty, love, victory, and fertility, stands as one of antiquity's most enduring and multifaceted deities. Rooted in Italy's pre-Roman tradition and later sanctuarized with the Greek Aphrodite, her influence permeated Roman religion, politics, arts, and philosophy. This lesson explores her origins, mythology, cultural significance, and lasting legacy, illustrating how her divine persona shaped Roman identity and continues to resonate in modern times. Origins and evolution. Venus's origins are complex, reflecting Rome and of Italic, Etruscan, and Hellenistic traditions. Initially, she was a mirror angular deity linked to gardens and springtime fertility, virtued by Italic tribes for her life-giving powers. Her name powers her tribes for her life-giving powers. Her name derives from the Latin verse charm or desire, Venus, charm or desire, hinting at her early associations with natural abundance. By the 3rd century BCE, as Rome expanded into the Hellenistic world. If you've been watching my Everyday School Day series, where we've been where we've been exploring the course of Jesus and his Jewish influences, I've mentioned Hellenistic culture, the Hellenistic world quite a lot. Especially when the time of, Alexander the Great, that is the spread of Greek culture to other lands. So the Romans also experienced Hellenistic, the spread of Greek culture also. Venus became conflicted with Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love. This synchronization elevated her status, transforming her into a celestial figure embodying both erotic allure and cosmic order. The Romans also tied her to their legendary ancestry in Virgil's. She is the mother of Aeneas, the Trojan hero who fled to Italy and founded the Julian lineage. This myth politically legitimised the Julio-Claudian emperors who claimed descent from her. For example, Venus the mother. Mythology and attributes. Venus's myths often borrowed from Greek sources but adopted to Roman values reveal her dual name as a nurturing deity. Birth from sea film. Like Aphrodite, Venus was born from the sea film created when Uranus severed genitals fell into the ocean. This origin symbolised her connection to primordial creation and universal harmony. Marriage to Vulcan. Despite her union with Vulcan, the god of fire and craftsmanship, Venus frequently pursued affairs, notably with Mars, the god of war, the Roman god of war. Their liaison represented the interplay of love and conflict, a theme central to Roman military ideology. The Judgment of Paris. In the pivotal myth, Venus bribes Paris with Helen of Troy's love, sparking the Trojan War. Roman interpretations framed her actions as fating aligning with Rome's belief in destiny. Venus and Adonis. Her tragic love for the mortal Adonis, who was killed by a boar, underscored themes of mortality and rebirth. Romans cemented this myth in festivals celebrating cycle renewal. Venus's personality combined benevolence and vengeance. She protected lovers and marriages, but punished those who scorned love, such as the mythic hunter Patroness, whom she drove to his death for rejecting passion. Cult and worship. Venus's worship evolved alongside her political prominence. Key aspects included temples and festivals. Major temples such as the Temple of Venus, dedicated by Julius Caesar in 46 BE, and the Temple of Venus in Rome, built by Hadrian, served as civic and religious hubs. The April 1st celebrated women's roles in society, while the Veneralia Rustica, August 19th, honoured her as a protector of vineyards. Military parentage. As Venus the victress, she was evoked to great triumph in battle. Pompey the Great dedicated a temple to her in 55 BCE, crediting her for his military success. Moral symbolism. Philosophers like Lucretius hailed as nurturing Venus, a cosmic force driving life's generative power. Depictions in art and culture. Venus's iconography blended Hellenistic elegance with Roman ideals. Classical sculptures. Hellenistic statues such as Venus de Milo, that was created in the 2nd century BCE, emphasised her grace and sensuality. Roman copies often depicted her semi-nude, holding an apple from the Judgment of Paris or a mirror. Renaissance revival. Artists like Botticelli, The Birth of Venus in Titan, Venus of Umbra, reimagined her as a symbol of humorous beauty and divine love. Literal legacy, from Ovid's Metamorphoses to Shakespeare's Venus and Adonis. Her myths inspired analogies of desire and transformation. Venus in Roman society. Venus's cults reinforced social norms and imperial propaganda. Feminine virtue. She embodied charm and modesty, ideals for Roman matrons. Political tool. Emperors like Augustus used her image to promote peace, or the Roman word for peace was Pax Romana, after civil wars, casting her as a motherly guardian of Rome. Economic influence. As patron of gardens and vineyards, she symbolised a prosperity vital to Rome's economy. Modern relevance. Venus's legacy endures in diverse forms. astronomy, the planet of Venus, the solar system's brightest object, bears her name. Language, terms like derive from her Latin roots. Feminist reinterpretations. Modern scholars critique her as a practical symbol of objectified beauty while reclaiming her as an emblem of female agency. Pop culture, from Botticelli-inspired ads to video games, Assassin's Creed, she remains a shorthand for allure and power. Conclusion. Venus's duality, fertility and destruction, love and war, mortality, captures the paradox of human experience. As Rome's celestial matron, she shaped civilization's ethos as a timeless archetype. She continues to inspire art, philosophy, and culture discourse. Her enduring relevance testifies to humanity's perennial fascination with the forces that bind and divide us, beauty, desire, and the inexorable passage of time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this month's lesson and episode of Women Who Have Shaped Worldwide Belief with the Butterfly Princess. Now, as you know, this series is a monthly series, so the next episode in this series will be recorded and posted out onto the Butterfly Princess Show Facebook page and YouTube channels on the 12th of November. But I will not be revealing the name of the next woman we will be discussing in that episode until the 5th of 5th of November. So for all updates on the Butterfly Princess Show and for all content updates, educational content updates, please remember you can follow the Butterfly Princess Show on the following platforms of Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Thank you for tuning in and have a lovely rest of your week. I'll see you again very soon. Take care and bye-bye for now.